family, but I will say this. I will say this. Cheating to me, I can't fully say that it's not a deal breaker. Because
That's all.
if I done built something, just imagine, like hypothetically, if I done built something with this woman for fucking 15 years, and then she goes out and has a wild night at Kilolo's bachelorette party, and fuck long dick Lucifer, and she comes back home at 6 in the morning. Yes, I have questions, but if she just keeps it all the way honest with me, right? If she keeps it all the way honest with me, and she's like, I fucked up.
Y'all gonna
Hey,
lay down
baby,
and go to
yeah.
No,
bed.
but see, my understanding of it is
Go ahead,
this.
bro.
What you're saying is different. You're saying if you're getting cheated on. I'm saying if we got an understanding and that's what it is. If I get cheated on, no, that's a wrap. Let's
Why
not
do
get.
y'all say that's a rap though? I think that's me. I think that's a me and
Okay.
ego thing, man.
No,
Because I
no,
don't,
no, no.
because all men aren't leaving. But let me tell you this though, homie. I already know y'all want to say yes. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. But y'all know niggas that didn't leave when they woman cheated on them.
They was weak.
Okay. Now
Yeah,
I
y'all
got
saying they weak, but them your homies. Them
But
your
what about
homies,
what?
though.
So my thing is, so is this like a woman man thing? Because what about when y'all cheat and y'all be begging to stay, and then we be like, nah, like
Thank
so
you.
are we
the
weak
first
to
Thank
thing
you,
like?
sis.
the first thing I'm gonna ask is why did you do it? That's
But
the
what difference does it make?
there's a
Like,
big difference. There's a big
are you gonna take her back depending on what she say?
not probably not, but
Yeah,
Yes,
so it don't
thank
even
you.
matter.
Thank
Why
you.
are
It
we
don't
even
matter.
discussing this?
probably
Good
not.
shit. Good
But
shit.
but
Good shit,
there
sis.
is there is certain things like you're not gonna say anything to maybe go, oh, okay. But if I'm giving you everything I got and then you have one night of weakness, right? You
Yeah.
have one night of weakness, like we 9 years.
I'm saying it ain't even one night.
Well,
Well,
I was, but I was saying one night, sis. Let's hypothetically, let's just leave it at one night for now. For
yeah,
now,
one night of
one
weakness.
night,
We've been
one night.
together for 10 years, and this
Yeah,
one night you fuck up,
yeah.
and you were adult enough to come to me and say, "Hey, baby, I fucked up. This is what happened." I asked you why. Why is this that this one night you fell off? And you give me some answers to like, well, I don't know. I was drunk, this and that. Let's say you were really sloppy drunk. Okay, don't do it again. Don't do it again. I'm gonna be really fucking mad, but don't do it again. I'm not necessarily saying I'm taking her back. I don't
But
know.
you
I've never been in that
are.
situation. But
Nigga, I
let's
like
let's
that
do
though. I
this.
like that,
Let's
homie.
do this.
Yeah.
Did he
Let's
come to
do
help
this.
you?
She goes, well, I was really attracted to him and XYZ, and it's just like my hormone or being it got the best of me. The
I was
situation got the
horny.
best
I
of
was
me. Right?
horny.
Okay, I was horny. Situation got the best of me. So then the next thing is like, okay, well if you're capable of doing that now, I know you're capable of doing it. What's
Well,
keeping you
is
from
she
doing
not
it again?
capable of getting drunk again? I mean, and what do you mean you're not taking her back if you said don't
Yeah.
do it again?
No, he's taking her back. He's saying he's taking
So
her
you
back,
are
but
taking her back.
I think my question is though, homie, and I think this is what the sister's question is too. Like, what does it mean if she say she was attracted to him? Because I'm gonna say this: if she fucked with him, even if she was temporarily attracted to him, she was attracted to him. She ain't fucking long dick Lucifer just because he's a random guy at the
Whoever
bar.
this motherfucker is needs to stay away from my bitch. Tell Lucifer to get away from
And
my.
tell
I don't
Lucifer
even.
he got a fade coming.
He,
Nigga.
Yeah, I just like keep putting long dick Lucifer in a hypothetical conversation, y'all. So, but what I'm saying is, bro, like I don't know. Does it matter if she was because you said, are you attracted to this nigga? Of course she's attracted to him, bro. Of course. Yes, even if it's temporarily, or even if she was drunk and was attracted to him just because the simple fact she was drunk, she was attracted to him to let her have sex. My thing
But
is brothers, are we accepting our woman when she comes back and say, "Listen, man, I
No.
fuck with him."
hell nah.
you know what? I take my statement back. I was
Hey,
trying.
is it a
I was trying
difference if she only gave us some pussy and not no head?
if she gave him a head, no, you definitely not coming.
I don't even think none of that matters. I ain't gonna lie. I'm taking my
I
back.
was
I'm
just about to
taking
say,
my
well,
wife
does
back.
that matter? Because
Cool.
like she's given head before in the past, so
I
does
was
that
trying
Yeah,
to
really
think
cool.
of a. I was trying to think of like a
Hey, cool.
very like
Yeah.
something to make it work. But
Maybe
now
you
the
should.
more I think about it, now that bitch is getting out of my house
Hey,
because there's
cool.
no
I'm taking my
situation I can
wife
make.
back. Hey,
I
fuck
can't,
what y'all talking about, man. I'm taking my wife back. Them
I can't think of a
15
situation.
years,
I
them
can't do it.
15 years, my wife done gave me everything I ever asked for. I'm taking her back. I'm
Well,
mad.
yeah,
Hey,
I
I'm mad
understand.
that you
and if
sucked
she
this
came
dick.
back with some money, I would be like, okay.
Well,
It ain't even money. Let's don't even say that, Coop. No, she
Yeah,
came
let's
back
not
broke.
say that, because then what if
She
she be like,
came
all
back.
right,
Born
well now I want to be a prostitute. What you
Oh,
want?
Yeah,
that's
she.
perfect. Let's
That's
get this
not perfect
divorce
if that's your
and
wife.
So
Nah,
born
you
rich.
spot.
Go ahead,
especially
brother.
with
Go
Born
ahead,
him
rich.
off
brother.
of that.
I'm listening,
You are
brother.
also comparing a hypothetical woman to a literal woman, as in your wife. 15 years, she gave you everything. Maybe she does, she can get that pass. If you talking about some hypothetical woman as me right now, I can't
Yeah.
think of a reason why a woman would get that pass. If you broke my trust, if you doing this weird shit on the side, if you risking my health just because you want to get a nut, we grown. There's no excuse, man or woman, to say I had this one bit of weed. That shit that teenagers and 20-year-olds
No,
do.
that's a
We
fact.
in our
That's a fact,
30s.
though, homie. I agree with that. I agree
Yeah.
with that.
It's
But I
so
was just
cold
saying,
because
like,
it's all
this is
Mizzle
your
fault.
wife. I
It's
want
all Mizzle fault.
this hypothetical situation I'm talking about. Like, this is your wife, your boo thing. This your wife.
And
Right?
you
Man,
know
y'all
what?
got kids, y'all got a house, y'all invested, y'all go, half, or y'all invested in everything. And then you saying for
Y'all Kirk and Rashida.
she throw it what she throw. You saying you're gonna throw all that away because she had one drunken night at Key Lolo's bachelorette party.
How many bachelorette parties you had? How many times you getting married? God damn.
So I don't know.
Yeah, Key Lolo got 17 husbands, but
Jesus. Hey, but hold on, born rich.
Hey,
though.
no, this is like Kirk and Rashida. Kirk had a baby on her, right?
yeah,
And
Fuck is Kirk and
she
Rashida?
went back and she took him back or whatever.
facts.
But if you pay attention to them, Kirk and Rashida, they more like business partners than anything. Like they've been together since they was like in high school or college or some shit like that. And on top of that, they just got hella shit invested in each other. So it's like,
Key Lolo, let me give you another example.
Who are these people?
Our grandparents.
Kirk and Rashida?
Our grandparents had this. We know that when granddaddy had kids on the other side of town, or great grandfather had kids on the other side of town, but great grandmama stayed with him.
That's
Yep.
different.
Stay
No.
with him.
That's different. That's completely
How
different.
is it different, brother? Talk to me. How is it different?
You're talking about an era where women were solely dependent on men, period. We talk about women that weren't able to have jobs, that didn't have the rights that they do now. So if grandpa went go have a family on the other side of town, woman just had to deal with it. What was she going to do? Go get a job? She couldn't get a job. So the breadwinner was the man. So if the man said "shut up, bitch," she might shut up because it's a different world now. If you with Key Lolo and you say "shut up, bitch," she gonna grab the folding chair and be like, "What the fuck you talking to?" Because it's a different.
This is true.
It's different. So when you talk about what Grandpa used to do, Grandpa had a whole different level of he could command something and get it right then and there because A, he was the sole breadwinner. B, he literally had the entire family on his back. It wasn't no you do like my grandfather supported 4 kids and his wife on one paycheck.
Yeah.
Can't do that shit no more.
That's not happening no more. That's never going to happen again. So when he back in the day, if he said, "Look, I want my dinner ready by the time I get home," guess what? That shit better be fucking ready because he'd been working. My grandfather was a business owner. He had his own shop, so he wasn't working like at 9 to 5. He was working all fucking day. So when he gets home, hey, look, this is how it's going to go, and that's how it is. So when you're comparing Grandpa to us, it's different. It's completely different.
So let me ask you this though, homie. Do you think that we can achieve that now?
No, it's a different world because I could look at my partner in Key Lolo and say, okay, we can split everything 50-50, right? Because she has her own income, I have mine. So like I was saying in the beginning, relationships are more of a partnership. If you want to do whatever the fuck you want to do, you have the right to do that. But as a partnership, the sacrifice is I want to do XYZ, but is this going to benefit us?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Is this going to be what's going to bring us closer to more success and or just bring us closer as a team or blah 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 and all that shit. Because back in the day,
yeah,
all Grandpa had to do was go to work and come home. That's it. That's all he had to do.
Yeah, but he was the breadwinner. He was the breadwinner though, homie.
Yeah, and now shit, there's motherfuckers out there that with their woman and their woman make more than they do. and it has nothing to do with being less of a man.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why that's weird to me, right? Because I know I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know people who work a 9 to 5, right? Who just go out, work a 9 to 5, come home, and they can move like that. But I know fucking dope dealers, right? Drug dealers who move like granddaddy move, right? And are we? Am I tripping? We know hustlers, real street niggas, man. They
Look
move.
what that money make a bitch do.
Yeah,
A bitch,
they come
a
back
bitch
and
want to listen
move.
about some
Man,
money.
I swear to God, Coop. I know dope boys, man. They come home, they got a whole household, but then they go out, make the money, and then that woman is staying in. I hate to say in check, but she's in check.
Okay,
She's
well, okay.
going. Go ahead, brother.
Not to cut you off, but like, okay, let's make that comparison. That one job that he had, being a dope boy, how much money is he? Okay, Mike. I ain't gonna say his name, but I had a cousin who he was in the dope game. I had opportunities to get in the dope game. I just chose not to. Now, being that I was trying to do everything the right way, I wasn't making anywhere near the money he was making. Right? My cousin got a baby mama. He has 2 beautiful kids, and he's got a wife who's fucking gorgeous, like an Instagram model type. Now, we're not going to talk about what he looks like or what he's who he is, but the money that he's pulling in, and you're comparing. Like, I think the comparison that we're trying to make is who the man is as opposed to what the man does. And what a dope dealer does is make an insane amount of money. Enough to where you can tell his woman, hey, you ain't got to work. I will support you. But in doing so, if I'm supporting you, I'm calling the shots. Right?
Same thing that granddaddy did.
Same thing, granddaddy. Now, if I'm doing a 9 to 5 and you doing a 9 to 5 and we pulling this weight together, like I can say, hey, for the betterment of us, if I make a move, you just got to trust me on this. Don't argue with me, blah, blah, blah. But if like if it was me and Kilolo was like, no, I think this is the move we should make. If we pull in together as a team, it's not going to be like what Granddad did, where he goes, shut the fuck up and do what I say. It's not. That's not the same thing.
Let me ask you though this, homie. So now, when you asking Kilolo's input, what is that about? Is that a financial decision, or is that just like a household decision?
Any decision, as a part, because like you gotta.
I'm gonna tell you why I think it's different, because I even think woman, right? Fuck it, I'll take my baby mama, right? I had my baby mama, and my baby mama know that she got some say so in the financial decisions, right? Because she's working a 9 to 5, I'm working a 9 to 5. Maybe I need her money. I need her money, her finances to make this move. But anything that concerns the house, if I said, listen, I'm doing this for the fucking house, she hypothetically she has a say so, but she don't really have a say so, bro. If I say, listen, homie, I'm finna build a fucking garage in the back of this house, she can say, I think that's a horrible idea, and I'm gonna say, yeah, whatever. We're getting this fucking garage built in the back of this house. You understand?
Yeah, I get that.
And that's
that
kind of how granddaddy. That's how granddaddy ran the household.
Yeah.
Like,
I get that.
Of course, he asked my grandmother, "What do you think? What do you think, grandmother? I mean, what do you think, grandmama? I'm finna fucking," because my grandfather had a farm, so he was like, "Hey, I'm finna buy 7 more chickens." And I'm sure sometimes my grandmother said, "Hey, you a fucking fool for buying 7 more chickens." And then he told her, "Okay, I'm happy you gave me your input, but." He went and bought those 7 fucking chickens. You know what I mean? Yeah. We still live like that to this day, man. If Coop want to buy a Corvette, his wife ain't stopping him from buying a fucking Corvette, man. I don't know.
Just my stomach.
Yeah, I don't know how Coop gonna get his fat ass in a Corvette, but he still might want to buy
it. No, I agree with what you're saying. That's cultural, and that's. Like I know in a lot of religions, the religious scriptures say the man is like that's all culture. And I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, but to what you're saying, like in a cultural setting, the man runs in this part of the world. The man runs the house, regardless of who makes more money. Blah blah blah. Man runs the house. And he calls
I'm gonna be honest. That's what we want. We want men to run the house. I want to have some input, but I also want a man to run the house. We want leaders. We don't want.
Saying this, sis. Oh, I love you saying that. So let me tell you the household I grew up in, man. I grew up in a household where my mother made more money than my father, but guess my mother was good at like fucking I don't even know the word for it. She knew how to take this bill and say, okay, this bill gets paid, this bill gets paid. You know, she knew how to put shit in order right there. But man, I used to watch my father wake up on a random fucking Saturday and feel like he wants to go get a suburban car, a truck. And he went and got that fucking suburban. And I watched me and my father pull back up in my yard in that brand new suburban, clean. And my mom said, "What the fuck is this?" And my dad said, "It's what I wanted to buy." So, you know what I mean? Like little shit like that made me realize, oh shit.
But when you have money to do shit like that, then that's cool. Like now, today, I don't know about back in the day, but I'm saying now, today, if we have money to do that, if you're not putting us in a financial bind, you the man of the house, like, okay, cool. But if you putting us in a fucking bad situation, then I'm gonna say something.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, my mom bitched about it, but my daddy was like, "This is what I wanted to get." But I'm gonna be honest though with you, sis. My mom had that same authority too, though. You feel me? She did. Now, I don't know that about grandpa and grandma. I don't know if grandma had that same authority though, homie. I don't. But I did watch my mom go get her a brand new car or a brand new bullshit that my dad didn't approve of. But when she came to the house with it, my dad was like, "Oh, this some bullshit." But my mom was like, "I don't care. I will make it work." I still think my grandma did the same thing. Though. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm talking about my grandfather went and got fucking 7 chickens. I'm sure my grandma went and got 3-4 dresses that they couldn't afford. Why you laughing?
Your analogies is hella funny.
I'm sure Big Mama went and got her some dresses or something.
The chickens is fucking up the
what?
farm. You gotta go.
You know what? I bought them.
I know you just didn't get 8 chickens. You got to go. But the cultural like society might make up these grids and these rules that we got to follow that are bullshit, and then we have the cultural rules that we follow. And we all know and we all agree 9 times out of 10 historically man runs the house, regardless of what the situation is. The man calls the shot. And the modern woman might completely hate that idea and say, "I ain't with that shit." And it's not a matter of, I've never seen it as like, if I'm calling the shots, you're under me. And to a certain extent, it's like, look, I want what's best for both of us. So I'm going to take everything into consideration, consolidate with you, and then after that, I'm going to make the final decision. And some men are really bad at that. They're really bad at that. And some women are really bad at choosing men who can do that. And what they end up doing, you end up having this weird, I think that's one of the problems that we're at right now, where we're in this confused set of like, we have men that don't know how to make the right decision. We have women who pick men who make the wrong decision and try to make it work. And then we have men who are too afraid to make any decision at all. And then we have fucking Kilolo having 20 bachelorette parties and fucking up relationships left and right. Mizzle.
With men that ain't making decisions. So I've also been divorced. But yes, carry on.
No, but yeah.
Fuck, she's on to something though. So hold on, real quick, sis. You said you chose a man who made horrible decisions.
No, I was being funny, but I said that's not making any decisions. That's why I said we do want that. We do want men to lead. We do want, y'all to make some decisions and stuff like that. And if it's good for us together, like if it's not fucking us up financially and shit like that, we gonna listen. We gonna go with it.
I believe
Why not?
I swear to God.
Period.
I do. I believe.
I mean, I feel like nowadays we have to lead. Like that's just what has to happen these days. But we don't.
Y'all just gonna lead us straight to hell.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna happen.
It's anywhere at all. Like a nigga won't even lead you to hell. Like niggas.
What did I say 30 seconds ago? What did I say 30 seconds
ago? Talk to her, brother.
And then Mizzle was like, "Cause y'all be doing, ain't no y'all."
Well, y'all. Men
Collective. It's a
that
collective.
I've encountered,
Collective.
like men they don't lead. Like they want you to do everything. Men these days in our generation want the woman to pay for everything, want the woman to do everything.
Oh, they want to be taken care of too. Yeah, no, I hear it.
Yeah, and
I
that's
definitely
just,
want to be taken care of.
yeah,
You know
and
what?
that's just not flying. Like we
No, no.
want leaders.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It comes from. This is what I think it comes from. Like me personally, right? I can only speak for myself, but I have worked alone for the vast majority of my life. So I am so used to just handling shit. Like there's something that fucked me up. Like last week, somebody told me something that fucked me up, and they said they asked me about how do I budget my money. I'm like I do all right, but you know, I mean, these days everything costs so much. Money flies out of my pocket. And they go, well, what do you do about food? Don't you just like pack a lunch and then go? I'm like, I ain't got no time to do it. So then my friend just said something that fucked me up. He's like, well, just get somebody to do it for you. And I'm like, shit, I ain't got nobody to do it for me. And he goes, oh man, I just have my wife like set up my lunch for the
Right.
week and whatever. And I'm like, God damn, that shit never crossed my mind. Like I could have just had somebody
See,
help me
there's
out.
a place right here. And he was like, let's get on the bus.
And see, we don't have no problem with doing that. But my thing is, I gotta go to work. I gotta come home. I gotta cook. I gotta clean. I gotta do all of this. Like, what are you gonna do?
But yeah,
Where are you gonna contribute?
that was the
Let me ask you this though. You do all of this shit single, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So why not do it when you have a man?
I don't have a problem with doing it when I have a man, but I'm saying, what are you going to contribute? Because if I'm doing the same things that I was doing single, I could be single.
When you say what are you going to contribute, what do you think he should contribute?
I think that it should be whatever y'all decide. I'm not the man should pay all the bills. I'm not like whatever works for your relationship works for your relationship. But I need you. Some days I might not be up to doing all of this stuff. Some days I might be tired. So I don't always want to have to come home and do everything. Maybe one day surprise me, or maybe one day, you know, you do some shit. You cook, you clean or something. Like I don't want to be in a relationship where it's just you're my woman, like this is what you're supposed to do, because I'm not the type of woman that's gonna say these bills belong to you. So like, let's figure this out. What are you gonna do?
I've had a situation. I'm not bragging.
I like that kid.
I've had a situation where I had two potential sugar mamas at the same time, and the shit made me feel weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's an ideal situation for a lot of guys, but the reason why it made me feel weird though is because I had two women who were putting money in my pocket, feeding me when I had nothing. When I was
and see what I'm saying? Like
It made
that's what
me
I'm
feel
talking about.
weird.
You see how that made you feel weird?
It made-
There's
'cause-
like more men than not that don't feel weird about stuff like that. Like men love to be taken care of right now, and I just think that that's so fucking weird.
No, I would have accepted it if at the time I just had a job, because this was during the pandemic when I had 3 jobs. The pandemic took all those jobs away from me. I went from having 3 streams of income to 0, and then they helped me get back on my feet, but I couldn't contribute. So therefore, in my head, I was like, if I can't contribute, then I shouldn't be here at all.
Yeah.
At all. And that might have not been the correct approach to it. I could have communicated it better, but to be flat out just taken care of felt weird. As a man, it felt weird. But I would put the blame on if you are running into these men who are comfortable with being taken care of. It's not them. It is them, but it's not them. It's these women who feel okay taking care of a grown man.
Hey, so I mean, can you be quote unquote taken care of, but take care of all of the roles are reversed, where you're like the house husband or whatever?
Yeah, see, that's the gray area that I argue. That's the gray area, because like because one of the women that I was with, she had her own place, and her mother was she was from another country, and her mother would go back and forth. She spent 6 months where they were from, and then 6 months in America living with her. She's like, when my mom's not here, you can just stay here. She's like, I have to take business trips to the city all the time, and they'll give me like a 5-star hotel. Are you okay with staying with me for a week in this 5-star hotel? And she's like, I'll take care of everything. Don't you worry. And as ideal as that situation was, and I've had a lot of my friends like, man, you a fucking fool. It was awesome. But there was a point where I'm like, yo, I'm not contributing I'm just taking from this moment. I'm not in a mental space where I feel I can contribute. I can't physically contribute because I'm not doing anything. Eventually, that's going to become a problem. and she's going to say something. And as a man, you don't like getting checked by anybody, right? Regardless of the situation, you don't like somebody going, "Hey, what the fuck? Why ain't you doing what you XYZ?" Nobody likes that. So I felt weird. I felt uncomfortable. So I left the situation. And there was two women at the same time. That's another story. But the issue is that if you feel comfortable calling shots when you're not contributing, more power to you. But I don't know if I can do that because you don't have any. The only foundation you have to stand on is that you're a man. That's it. I'm the man, so I can make the shots. You ain't making no money. You ain't putting it on the rent. You ain't putting it on the food. You just take it.
Absolutely.
If you're a man, that should make you feel weird. Taking should make you feel weird. If you're a man, that's me personally.
I'm here for all that.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Now, if somebody wants to give,
if you don't have it, and your wife is looking out for you, God bless you, baby.
Now that I have a good paying job with benefits and a 401k, I wish they were here because I'd be taken like a motherfucker. Now, I mean, hold on, wait. I gonna say it like that on way. I would say if they were willing to help me out, I would take it because I can contribute.
Well, what is the difference now that you have a job and all this stuff? Like, what is the difference now?
Because here's the difference. Because if something went down and she needed help, I could help her. At the time, if something went down and she needed help, she was just ass out. There's nothing I could do.
Got it.
You see what I'm saying? Again, it goes back. That's a part of being a man that I love is the fact that I don't know if it's just specifically to men. I'm sure women feel this too. But as a man, there's a certain pride that we have just in just helping, just being there. Yeah. That's the thing that men like. We love that shit. We love when a motherfucker's like, "I need you," and then we go, "Got it. Don't even worry about it. I got you." Regardless of what the situation is, that is a part of a man that I love. That when somebody, even fucking my niece, 2 years old, I was watching the game and she comes to me. She's like, she barely speak. "Uncle, look, I need you to help me with." Yes, I got you, babe. Whatever the fuck you need, I got you. You want me to build whatever? I got you. But if I am in a situation where I can't, regardless of how big or little it is, that shit hurts. It fucking hurts. I can't do nothing. I don't need to be. If I can't contribute, I don't need to be here. I need to be here.
Man, you can contribute in so many different ways. You know what I mean?
Right.
Your hands. You can learn how to do some shit and put some shit together. You know what I'm saying? You can. You know what I mean? It's just so many different.
And then it don't even be like what you physically can do. Like to want to help, like, and it's genuine. Like if you in a bad situation, like we went from paying bills together or whatever, whether it was 70 and 30 or however it went down. If you was paying everything to not being able to do nothing, it's just like, okay, you on your ass. Like as a woman, you're not gonna kick them down, of course, right? You're gonna step up and do what you got to do to keep your family afloat. But it's just the fact that you're willing and you want to help. Like if your woman know that, that's enough sometimes. Like, you know, but then it be niggas that just don't even care. Like, shit, it is what it is. Like,
especially if you a nigga that's known to handle business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like a motherfucker should know your character.
Right. I absolutely agree.
Yeah. My thing is, as men, handle business. It's not hard. Handle business. And if you don't know how to handle business, right? Because some men say, "Well, I don't really know how to handle business." Ask your grandfather. What was your grandfather doing? If he was moving and shaking and handling business, handle fucking business. It's not hard, man.
Hey, you know what? Now that you bring that up, that I was at work and I was having this discussion about the times being changed, and I thought about my grandfather. I just started actually today. I just had my meeting to kickstart my second business, so I already have my first business up and running.
Congratulations, too, brother.
Thank you, brother. So this is business number 2. So I got a business partner, and we talk about what we're gonna do, right? And I was thinking about like my grandfather. He was he went to the war. He drafted, enlisted. I believe he was a Marine, and when he was in the Marine Corps, they taught him how to do XYZ. He became a mechanic. He was working on helicopters with his brother. He traveled the world, saw everything. When he came back home to San Leandro, he was a mechanic. So what did he do with the money he had? He built a shop in the city, in the city of San Leandro, and he was the mechanic for the city. He bought a house right next to the marina. The house is still over there. And I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, that if it's in him, it's in me. But
Thank you.
But think about what he did at that time. He just came home, bought a shop, and became a mechanic in the city. Do you know how much fucking money it would take to be a mechanic in any city in the Bay Area? And also, think about this. Think about how many mechanics there are. Like, I'm walking down the street by my house, and I'm counting. There was a vacant place, a vacant a studio, for a business right next door to my house. And the people who bought it, they turned it to a nail salon. Across the street is a nail salon. Next door to them, another nail salon. 2 businesses up, beauty supply store. Business next door to them, they do hair. Then there's 2 barbershops on the opposite corner on the other end of the, you know what I'm saying? It's like the competition is so fucking thick that all that to say that, like, that world that he was in, is not the world. It was different. It was real. He was the only mechanic in town. Do you get what I'm saying? So of course business was.
I hear you, man. But I hear you. But he had to learn how to work and maneuver. He might have been the only mechanic in town, but he could fucking go across the railroad tracks, and them folks was trying to hang him. Like, yes, he was the only. You have to figure out it's marketing and business strategy. It's not easier. It wasn't fucking easier when he was going around, or it wasn't harder when Granddaddy opened his shop up. He learned and figured out ways to make that shit work. I think even in 2023, we gotta learn how to make that shit work, homie.
Well, that comes in with my other grandfather, who was a construction worker. He hit a gas line. It blew up in his face. He went blind. Back in those days, it was different, so you couldn't sue or nothing like that. So he's blind, and so he becomes the local neighborhood mechanic. So he was a mechanic, and he was blind, and he just made it. He made it work. He made it happen.
That's resilience.
Yeah, that's what cats these days don't have. That word right there.
That's a fact.
These new cats. It's not. And I'll even throw myself in there. Like, getting knocked down so many times, you eventually going to say fuck it. But these new breed of men say fuck it way quicker. They get knocked down a couple times, they say fuck it. Just fuck it.
Yep, that's a fact. And I'll even say this relating to women. Women don't want the man who get knocked down a couple of times and say fuck it. Women want granddaddy, because granddaddy know how to make shit happen. He makes shit happen. Yeah, okay. This door closed. Let me go to the next door. Let me open another door. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we can't have today. That's why women is giving up on us, because we giving up on ourselves.
Pretty much.
We saying fuck it, man. This shit ain't gonna work.
And then you look at, like, the fact that the resilience is gone, the persistence is gone, or we're persistent in the wrong places.
Good shit.
Yeah. And then, like, it was crazy to think that, like, I work in the city, right? And there's just like there's billionaires fucking just walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? They like, back in when I was a kid, like, I didn't even know billionaires existed. But, like, you see millionaires on
Oh shit! Hey, why this lady who was walking her bike just fell over? That shit was funny as hell.
Man, you should have put it on screen, bro.
I wish I could. Hold on, man. It's too hard to flip this one. I'm in the dark. Hold on. You can't see him over there, can y'all? There's 2 motherfuckers walking their bike.
Hey, don't get your ass whooped by the bike lady.
God bless him.
God bless her. Hey, I just realized it's 11 o'clock, family. I don't know where Cooper is. Money. Good seeing you, brother. Miss you. Born rich.
Good to talk to you too, bro.
Hey, good shit, homie.
Good shit. Pleasure meeting you, Mizzle. Stop starting shit. And Kilolo, if you have a bachelorette party, don't you invite anybody I know to that motherfucker, because you be starting shit. I'm out.
I missed it. What happened?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing at all. I didn't say nothing. All right, I'm out. Love, peace,
All
and
right,
chicken grease, everybody.
Bye. Good night.
Yeah, he was talking about
Night.
your bachelorette parties. Hey, let me ask you this. Mizu and Kilolo, right? Mizu and Kilolo. I asked this question earlier, so I want to ask it to y'all.
My pencil.
Who do you, in y'all's opinion, who do y'all think can hold women accountable? Well, whose job is it to hold women accountable? Right?
Accountable for what?
For anything that they do. So if a woman is just saying, "Hey, fuck all of these bitches. I'm gonna have 6 baby daddies, and I don't care what y'all saying," or women are saying, "Listen, I'm gonna fucking I don't know, listen to Glorilla, and when these women are saying, "Hey, I got a family," I wish you wouldn't speak like that," and she's saying, "Fuck y'all." I'm still gonna speak about these broke, weak ass niggas. Like, whose job is it to hold women accountable for anything that women do?
The people that love them. If it's wrong, the people that love you should, call you out on it.
I agree.
Does that exist?
That's a good answer.
Yes, it absolutely exists.
That was a great answer.
So you saying it's Kilolo? So Kilolo. So
And that's why I'm telling you I should be able to come in whenever the fuck I want to. I'm just letting you know.
So you need friends that love you.
I'm just telling you.
You need friends that respect.
As a person that
You need friends that
cares
respect our
about you.
toxic relationship. You need friends that respect it and want us to stay together.
Yeah,
And tell you, money, you know what? You need to go home for Keandra crack your ass upside the head with that chair when you get home. Go
You know
home.
what I'm saying? That's a domestic abuse. I shouldn't be going home to that anyway. I shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? The option of that shouldn't even be around. You know what I'm saying? To be abused.
That's the new option. That's like option F. We got some other ones, but that's like F. That's the new one. But yeah, so I think that the people that love you should be able to have those conversations with you. I got a friend who, we have tough conversations all the time, and we was just laughing about it the other day. She was like, "I know when I work your nerves because you say my first name," and I was just telling her like, I just want better for you. Like, I hate the situations that you put yourself in. I hate, the stuff that you be around. Like, I just don't like it. I hate it, and I think that you should make better decisions. And that was that. Like, we had the conversation. We went on about our day. Like, it wasn't no hard feelings. It wasn't nothing. It was just plain love.
And see, I would really appreciate that because it's like if we can't have conversations like that, it's just like, what are we doing? Like,
yeah, like, are we really friends?
We not being real.
Right, you gonna watch me dig myself in deeper holes. You gonna watch me, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not my friend if you're gonna not say anything. You just sit back and watch me fuck up. And then if you can help me just by telling me this, like, why wouldn't you?
That's how I feel about the people that be like, "Oh, closed mouths don't get fed." Like, so you will literally watch somebody struggle just because they wouldn't ask for help. And it's like, we're all prideful. People are prideful. Like, so nobody's really gonna ask you for help. But if you're my friend and I see that you're struggling, I'm gonna help you. You don't even have to ask.
So, with that, I do feel like if you are in need of help, you should open your mouth, because sometimes it's like a motherfucker could come to you like, and it's almost offensive. It could be offensive if a motherfucker like, "Damn, you doing bad, or you fucked up." Well, it's like, "No, I'm good." Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's all in love, but damn near, I shouldn't have to come ask you. You know what I'm saying? If we got that type of relationship, you should open your mouth. You know what I'm saying? I would expect you to open your mouth if you need me and I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. But like she said, a lot of people just be prideful. And then a lot of people don't ask for help because they don't want to have to hear about it later. So I think that sometimes it's like
But
they
you
might
gotta
have
know.
asked for help, and then the same
You
person
gotta
will
know the
cut you off.
source.
True.
You gotta know the
But
source,
like, what if
though.
it come down to a situation where I say I need some help, and I thought you would never do me like that. I thought that you would never go tell this person and this person, oh, Keandra was fucked up. I had to do this, that, and the third, blah, 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 whatever. But you did that. And so now I feel like I can't trust nobody. Like, I'd rather suffer
I
in
mean, well, you
silence
can't
than
apply that
to.
to everybody because everybody ain't the same.
That's
It's a lot of
true. But
fucked up people in
sometimes
the
that's
world.
how it be, though. That's how people think. Like, once they get crossed by the closest person to them or, something like that, they feel like, damn, well, who can I trust? If I can't trust this one person who I would have trusted, like, who can I trust? It's not fair, but that's how it be.
Well, I mean, it just sound like a I don't want to say a loser mentality, but it just sounds like a give up mentality. It sounds like you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, hey,
To me,
is
it
that
sounds
me?
like somebody who's disappointed and who been hurt before.
Is
And
that my
that take a
sound?
long time for people to get over sometimes.
Nah, but I mean, I don't know. Fuck that. I just feel like shit. If you giving up, you giving up. You just give up. You giving up. You know what I'm saying? You never gonna find nothing if you give up. You never gonna win if you give up. So it's just like, oh, I had one bad experience. I'm giving up. Nah.
But it's not that. It's not just one bad experience. It's not like, oh, Joe Blow from down the street went back and told everybody he gave me $5. It's my best friend that I'm the closest to, who I thought we can ask each other for anything and it'll just be that. We'll move on, and that's that. That person went and told everybody I was fucked up. This and
So,
that.
so,
Like,
so let me give you this scenario, right?
that's hard.
I had a homeboy. He did me bogus. I never thought this nigga would do me bogus, right? You know what I'm saying? And now I ain't meeting new people. I ain't fucking with new motherfuckers. But it's like a whole world of new people I done met since I came out west, since Buddy done did that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I don't
I'm
agree.
closed off.
I definitely don't agree with that mindset, but I'm just saying that sometimes that's how it is for people. So I don't agree with it, but I'm just saying, like, I could see how that could affect somebody to the point where they'd be like, no, I'm not asking nobody for nothing. Like, I'll suffer in silence. I'll figure it out. I'm personally a figure it out type of person, and not because of that, not because, like, somebody then went and told, oh, Keandra needed help. Like, I really don't care about that. If I needed the help, I needed the help. But that's just who I am. Like, I'm just a figure it out type of person. But I could see where somebody would be like that. And I wouldn't say nothing about it. That's just how people are sometimes. But it's fucked up because you have people out here who will help you and won't think nothing of it, who love you and just want the best for you and will help you. But you don't get that opportunity because you don't open your mouth. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the reason I said that is because I had a homeboy that was saying basically he was working for like the last 7 months straight, 6 days a week, long hours every day, without taking no break, and he felt like the employer should have told him to take a break or given him a break. And I'm like, well, they can't give you a break. Like, you have to request time off, and you had time off that you could have requested, but you didn't. So they can't make you take a vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling him, like, bro, you can't place the onus on the company. Like, well, they knew I was stressed. They knew I hadn't took no days off in 7 months. That's your job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to speak up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Where you at? Cool. Where you at? Who else we got in here?
Well, I think that's different. Like a job versus like a relationship you have personally with someone. Like your job don't give a fuck about you. We already know that. But we talk about like actual people you have relationships with.
I'm more saying that the point of saying that was more like to say, if you needed time, you should have spoke up and requested it. If you needed help, you should speak up and request it. A motherfucker is here to help you, but they can't force you to be helped. You know what I'm saying? And if you suffering in silence and I don't know, you can't blame me for not helping you and you never even told me. You know what I'm saying? So just thinking Max had me out here all this time. As soon as I leave, they get out. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Well, what y'all got up tonight though? Y'all in the house for the night? What's the plans for the night?
It's my birthday weekend. I'm out getting drunk. Y'all want to take a shot with me?
Big Leos. I just took a shot.
Yes. Big
Hey,
Leo. Got the
you
little one.
know
I'm,
what I'm talking about it?
I'm
Yes.
drinking and cleaning up.
Hey,
Yes.
my shit on the 17th.
Who birthday?
What you doing for your birthday?
I don't be doing nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't be really liking to celebrate my birthday because it's like, it just reminds me that I'm getting older. You
Oh,
Oh,
know,
you a
closer to
Jesus, that's
death.
a
Leo, honey?
blessing.
You're a Leo. That makes so much sense.
What makes sense about that?
That makes so much sense.
What
You
makes
need
sense
to
about it?
celebrate getting older. That's a blessing. A lot of people
Just
ain't
like your
making it.
ego.
Why everybody say I got an ego?
You do. You
You
do.
do.
So I, so
That's why
I'm,
it's toxic.
I'm, I'm cocky.
Yeah.
I'm
And
I don't
arrogant.
know about
there's nothing wrong
cocky.
with that,
Okay. Oh, is it
though.
arrogant?
It doesn't
Narcissistic?
come off as arrogant.
That's what I'm saying. I've heard these words before, and I don't think that I embody them, but I've heard them, and
I
I
mean,
don't understand why. Because I would say confidence.
I can. Well, I haven't experienced the arrogant side, so I don't know.
Now, I think
But I haven't got it.
some people see confidence as arrogance. Motherfucker told me the way I walk is arrogant. I said, God damn.
Damn.
Motherfucker told me it's just the way you walk. I said, what?
Maybe that was a compliment.
Nah, motherfucker was had just
Maybe you, maybe
sickening
you
in
used
their
the
voice.
wrong word.
Just the way you walk is arrogant. I remember when I was a lab manager at TSU, and one of my lab assistants was like called themselves telling on me to the director, like to the the person over the program, and they was just like they was talking about he walk around talking about how much money he make, and he just walk around like he the shit, and like he just da 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 da. But what was so crazy at that time, it was just like a whole lot because I never talked about how much money I made, because I wasn't making a lot of money at that time. I was like a lab assistant at a school. I was only making like 10.50 or some shit, something small. So yeah, but the bitch was like, yeah, just the way he walks, he comes in and he just acts like he owns it. I'm like, what? That shit crazy. I walk arrogant. But yeah, what am I doing for my birthday? Nothing. Oh yeah, and you was talking about how I should appreciate getting older. I should because a lot of people don't get older. Yeah, I hear that, but I'm 1 year closer to death.
Oh man, don't say
What?
that.
I'm serious. That's how my mind be thinking. Like, your ass is getting older, buddy. You don't get too many of these, and they coming so
I be
quick. It's
like,
like they keep
damn.
popping up.
I'm be like, damn. Like, I'm getting old as shit, but fuck, I look good as fuck.
Listen. That shit only lasts so much because the skin and the body start to break down, and then when you start to notice that, it's really over. It's like, oh shit, the body breaking down. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Oh,
young no more. You know what I'm saying? You start getting up there, you don't be young no more. So, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, if I was just like put up fat, it would be a little different. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't just put up fat, so you know what I'm saying? That should be like, I need to be doing more. It's one less year that you can do it. 1 year, because I don't want to be 60 in the bins. I tell people that all the time. Like, I don't want to be gray hair,
but
pops or whatever.
people are gonna be 60 and looking good. Like,
Right, but I just hate that it always take us that long to really accomplish some shit, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like we always got to be older, just now getting a fat crib, just now getting a nice car, all that type shit.
yeah.
So I'm determined not to let that be me.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like another year to celebrate that. It's just another year of, you know what I'm saying? That it hasn't happened yet.
So how old are you making?
How old am I making?
Hmm.
What does that mean?
Like, you're gonna be how old are you gonna
Oh
be?
yeah, that's a secret. Nobody knows that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's like the bomb codes. That's like the nuclear
Okay.
codes for the government.
Okay.
Nobody knows that.
I thought only women didn't tell their ages. I didn't know
I
that.
just told you. I just told you my whole mental mindset, and you still gonna just try to force me to talk about something I just told you I have issues with.
Oh,
Look, you
you
wasn't
got
even listening. You know
issues.
what? Hold on. Where's Kilola? Because you're not listening. I thought I was talking to
I'm
somebody
here.
that was listening. Let me talk to somebody that's actually listening. After I just told you I hate getting older, and I know. Well, how old are you? You getting old, ain't you? You old as hell, ain't you? Damn, money, you
See,
that old?
I'm trying to
Shit,
figure
you
out
old
if
as dirt,
this is
money.
a Leo, if this is a true Leo, because you know us Leos are dramatic. So I'm just trying to figure out like how old are you? Like,
Hey,
cause
I don't be telling nobody my age, though. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't even be telling nobody my age, especially not on here.
Jesus, this is especially
You
no.
want the whole world? You want the world to know how old money is getting?
Man, you have to say it with your chest.
Man, with my
You
whole
look good,
chest.
man. You look good. I mean, that's
Well,
what they
thank you.
say.
I appreciate that.
That's what
But
they
now I don't
say.
need them to know the
I
truth.
don't,
I want to
I
keep
don't,
lying to them. I want to
that's
lie to
what
them.
they say. That's what I
If they
heard.
know, and it's on the internet and it's on record, then it's like they gonna put it in my Wikipedia page. You know what I'm saying? I'm slick
Why you
fingers.
embarrassed? Let the world know. Like,
Look at, I just turned 21 yesterday, man.
I feel it. I've been 25 for like the last 5 years.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, what's y'all like fake age for real? Like, I'm trying to think. What my fake age was like. Should I tell y'all my fake age? I think I'm gonna tell y'all my fake age. My fake age, it used to be like 34. Yeah, it used to be like 34. Then I moved it. Then I'm telling y'all too much. You know what I'm saying? So my fake age was 34. So take that and run with it
You said
and
30
be
years
happy.
old. My bad.
I'm hella old.
Damn. I didn't know. I wasn't expecting that.
See, all right. You know what? I'm
You
done
said
with
you
this
how
because
old?
no, see, don't even repeat it because you're annoying as hell. She gonna do exactly what I told her. I didn't want to
I
look.
missed
Hey, Missile
it.
ain't shit. Look at.
First of all, I would have never expected you had
See
like
what I'm
you had
saying?
a problem
All right,
with
I'm gonna have to have him erase this
because
whole
you
shit. I'm gonna have to. Hey, bruh, erase this whole shit
because you're
because
so confident. You know what I'm saying? I would have never thought you had a problem. Like like that was something that you had a problem with.
Tell me how old you are.
stop it.
Girl, the man just said he was
I'm gonna
30.
write. I'm gonna write
I
you
don't
a
want to
letter.
repeat
Don't say
it.
it. Don't repeat it. Don't
I
let
don't
me
want
know.
34?
Yeah, I'm 34.
No, 44.
44.
What did you say?
God. Oh, you know what? Hey, I'm about to go jump off a bridge tonight, y'all.
don't do it.
Tonight, I'm gonna go jump off a bridge because I'm 44 now.
Oh
What's
God.
wrong with that?
Right.
44?
You
Y'all
seasoned.
ass tweaking if y'all think I'm 44. I
How
might
old
as
are
well just
you?
I might as well just go ahead and kill myself.
So you younger than that and you tripping?
Yeah.
If you don't
Black,
knock it off, I'm about to be 35 this year.
Hey, and
that you
you wearing that 35 so good, you know what I'm
And
saying?
you wearing
I'm not
however
32,
old you are,
35.
good too. So what is the
But see,
problem?
this is the difference though. I'm I don't know. I feel like I said, I just want more, and I'm like, I'm about to be 60 in a Benz. If I
Oh
don't
my
goddamn get
gosh.
on it,
You need to stop.
y'all don't be feeling like that. Y'all don't be feeling like y'all need more.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I can't wait to be done with school. I just posted that today. Can't wait to be done with school because life gonna life. I cannot wait.
And then you get through school and you get the job and you see that you can only afford this, and you're like, how the fuck am I even supposed to survive off this?
No,
And they
I'm gonna
like,
be
I
all
don't know,
right.
make it
Once
work.
I'm done with school, I'm gonna be all right.
She like, no, after I'm done with what I'm doing, goddamn, I'm good. You know what I'm
I
saying?
am. I'm
No,
I'm
I feel
confident.
no, I feel you because it's like a lot of motherfuckers they chose trades that damn, it's probably gonna be loud as hell over here. Um, I a lot of people chose trades that pay them more money. Like my homeboy, he went into like to the trade to be an electrician. You know what I'm saying? But I went into psychology and shit, and it's like a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to take the easy way out. I should have took a little longer, tried a little harder.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I wish that I did what I did. I wish that I did what I'm doing now sooner. I wish that I would have went straight into this instead of like stopping at one thing and then going to school after, you know? Like I should have just went straight for something bigger and not stopped in the middle. But, you know.
Man, you know, one thing I say about this though, I'm so glad that I did what I did do then, because it's so much harder now in my mind for me to
Yeah.
focus and concentrate and do everything I need to do. I'm glad I went straight through. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I don't even want to talk about the ages no more. I was gonna ask y'all. I was gonna say, can I get them? But I don't even want to know no more. Fuck it. I'm about to think about which bridge.
Oh God.
What's the option?
Which bridge? Look, she's talking about what other options. She ain't shit. Mizzle ain't shit. You notice that? I came to that conclusion.
I was here to support. I was trying to
No, how you gonna support me? Talking about,
I was
all
trying
right,
to
which
see
bridge you thinking? You thinking the Golden Gate or the Bay?
which
So,
one.
I'm here for support. I was trying to support you and let you know, help you see
I
what your
mean, I
options was.
was support you up until then. I was gonna be like, "Are you sure you really want to do this?" Like,
John, he ain't saying a damn thing.
but you want to be dramatic, the dramatic Leo that you are.
John didn't
Well,
checked out on
shit,
us.
you ain't helping because you gonna help me jump off the bridge and shit. It's about,
She done got
you so
off. She
dramatic.
left.
She the friend that don't even care. That think a motherfucking bullshit. Like, he ain't finna do shit. Look, which bridge you want to jump off of? Oh, dramatic ass Leo ass thinking. You know what I'm saying?
She got off. Now where's John?
I don't know. He learned it from Cal. He said he get y'all going, and then he gone.
I guess so.
He should be getting ready for work.
I
Again,
think he
that work
said he
he
was
might
at
be
work.
going.
He put in the chat he was clocking in. I need to be going to bed. I've been cleaning all day. Why you still? Oh, I was about to ask you why you still outside, but
Man, I'm over here at the lake. I pulled over here because it's kind of like my little neutral
well,
spot
you
where
need to
I.
not be there at 11:38
Why?
because you shouldn't be there.
Hey, if you keep God in your life, you will never have to
No,
worry.
no, no, no. That's cool, but no.